like to get to Professor Odili now. We've talked about high blood pressure as being, a major trigger for heart complications. What does heartbreak have to do with heart complications?
Sorry,
heartbreak, this emotional.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Does it affect? Because I mean, when people say, I don't know, maybe you can explain.
You've inflicted a lot.
I just want to know that, I just want to know whether emotional stress, can also affect how the heart functions.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe before I talk about that, I will help both Dr. Fassan and, Professor Saidu, who talked, because of the children. And again, I would talk about data from Nigeria, because I want Nigerians to relate to these things. We are just coming back from Port Harcourt. We have our annual general conference barely 2 weeks ago. And one of the things that came out clearly there, it's about heart diseases in children. In fact, Professor Taibwe is a consultant pediatric cardiologist at University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. I'm going to give you some data. Now, the presentation was that all over the country, they've checked these heart diseases in children. I mean, what people generally call hole in the heart. And discovered that it's about 16 per 1,000 births. But in Port Harcourt area, they reported about 81 per 1,000 births. This was just what we discussed barely 2 weeks ago. And all of us were all wondering, what could be responsible for this? We don't know. However, there is a point that we have not mentioned in all these discussions. Air pollution is also a contributory factor to heart diseases, both in adults and in children. Air pollution, I mean, when we are breathing bad air, and incidentally, this air is available to everybody. Even if you have all the funds to have the best treatment anywhere in the world, but you breathe the air that everybody breathes. So we are all in it together. So I need to talk about it in this place. You were asking a child who is born yet had heart disease. He doesn't have hypertension because we have emphasized so much on hypertension. And my colleague has given you some of the things happening in the mother that can predispose to these heart diseases in the child. And I'm adding air pollution. Because if the mother is living in a polluted area, that will predispose the unborn child to, some of these things. And cigarette smoking in the mother. He mentioned all the others.